cooking?
Yeah, it's on.
Sick.
Ugh.
Do you want to do the intro?
Nah, you do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I did it last time.
Well, just...
I'll try to improve on last time then. Good evening. Now, what's cracking? This is the Cookie and Cream podcast. You're sitting here with Wayne Peoples. I'm joined with my counterpart.
Mike Seamus Reed.
That's it. And you've graciously provided me with this fine bit of scotch.
Oh, yeah, this one. This is the famous Grouse Toasted Cask, smooth with hints of vanilla, blended Scotch whiskey for my good friend, the Cookie Monster.
There you go. Well,
cheers.
Here's to Happy New Year to you. First episode of the year.
Dude, how good does that feel?
Really good.
It's 2021. Is that weird?
Yeah.
That's weird to say.
Because, yeah, it is. We made it. We
Yeah.
made it through.
We're here.
But, yeah, just because, like, when you and I were growing up, we saw, movies that were based in the future. And they were, like, 2020, and there was crazy shit happening with, flying cars and stuff like that. But, yeah, we're here. We're living in the future.
You know, it's wild, man. I was watching Total Recall the other night with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And, dude, it's so funny watching that movie because it's made in the 80s, but it takes place in, like, I think it's like 2035 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, like, there's scenes where he's on, like, the subway train,
right.
And they'll show the televisions on. So it's on the subway train in 2035, and it's like these big tube televisions.
Yeah, massive fat ass TVs.
Like no one even thought like flat screen would be a
screen.
thing.
No.
Yeah, so it's just these big boxes.
They didn't even have holograms or nothing like that in Total Recall, did they?
They did actually. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. So okay. they got that right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things the movie gets right. I mean, it's I could see us at least starting to plan a colonization of Mars in 2035. Like I could see that.
Isn't that what SpaceX is doing or something? They're looking to colonize.
SpaceX is specifically rocketry and
okay.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sure that's in there.
That's in the confidential file.
I'm sure it's there.
Elon Musk got some shit.
Richard Branson, the guy who runs Virgin, he's doing some space travel stuff.
I heard he wanted to take like people to the moon. Like he was selling tickets to the moon.
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
Don't ask me. I don't Dude, I see some of the shit these guys are doing, and I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck is happening in that brain?
Yeah. To where, like that's just not, that's next level. That's next level.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
You and I, it's like, we're smart enough to live our lives happily. We're a couple of normal dudes.
Yeah.
We have families, we work jobs, we know what we're doing. It's all good.
Yep.
And then you look at guys like Elon Musk, Richard Branson, this Jeff Bezos fucking psychopath. I mean, like, dude, Amazon, like,
I saw where he started. He started in a garage like us.
Yeah, selling books.
Selling books, man. And there's a photo of him. And his banner or his logo, Amazon, looked like it was spray painted on just a piece of white cardboard or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he just took some Crayolas and
made
a logo.
Mom, where's the spray paint, Mom?
The crayons, Mom. The crayons.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm an entrepreneur, Mom. Get the crayons.
He would have been in there, when I get famous, and she would have been like, yeah, fuck him. Like,
yeah.
Shut up. And then he got famous. He's like, I told you.
Jeff, are you fucking around the garage again?
Stop selling my fucking book. I'm reading that. Now I know. I won't know how it ends.
Did you sell my Ender's Game? I was halfway through, damn it.
Collector's edition just gone.
You never believed in me, Mom. Shut up.
Shut up. Neither did your father. That's why he left us. Who knows? I don't know their family history. I don't know.
No idea, and I don't care.
No. But yeah, just butt tons of money. Doesn't it keep swapping between him and someone else for like the richest person on the planet?
Yeah, it's between him and obviously Bill Gates is up there, but I think he's only I think Gates is like number 6 or something.
Right, okay.
Dude, see, people are sleeping on the fucking oil tycoons, like the Saudi Arabian royal families.
Yeah, the princes and stuff.
Now you want to talk about, dude? I saw a photo of one of the princes. He was on his private jet. All the seats in the jet are like gold thrones.
They love their gold.
It's unbelievable.
I'd have the same.
Yeah, I would.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the weight to pimp ratio though. Are you willing to pimp it out to where you risk the plane coming down because it's overweight? I don't know.
I could see that.
I don't
But then
know.
again, who are they really letting on the flight?
Yeah, nobody.
It's only a couple people. It's like the prince, some security, some of the family. That's it.
Their briefcases full of billions. Stuff
Absolutely.
like that. That's crazy, man.
Uncut diamonds and shit.
Yeah. Some of them own like exotic wildlife. But that's the level they're at. You know what I mean? Like I can't even afford to buy a Rottweiler, and they're out there buying exotic animals, man.
Yeah, dude. Them and the some of the Mexican drug cartel leaders, they arrested a dude like beginning of last year. I don't know if you saw these photos on the internet, but they took all the photos of the exotic animals that this dude owned.
Okay.
We're talking white tigers.
Yep.
Fucking lions. He had a snow leopard. That's
really
rare. That's
boss, dude.
Dude, he had a snow leopard. I think there was even a lynx.
What?
So like these rare cats.
Yep. Okay.
And there was, if I'm not mistaken, I actually think there was an orangutan.
just to even it out.
Yeah, this fucking goofy ass primate. He's just chilling. He's just like, hey, I just hang out and I watch people do blow, and it's whatever, you know.
I want to be like you.
He's
Have
like, I'm
having
a great time.
They just hang out and just swing with their gigantic LeBron James arms and wee man legs. It's just an awkward animal to be roaming the planet.
No one can give you shit for saying that. Can you imagine if I just made that joke?
To LeBron?
If I made it, look at this pasty ass Irish skin. Imagine I made that joke in 2021.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah,
dude.
2021's a different time we're living in.
See, you get to pull a very, very different kind of race card.
I love it.
It's the racial joke card.
Yep.
No one's giving you shit for it.
Nobody.
Me? Jesus, I'll lose my fucking job.
You probably would. You probably would.
They'd pull me into the office. They'd be like, listen, we heard that you said some pretty distasteful things about our good pal LeBron
you're talking
on
about
a
the
podcast that 10 people listen to.
Of those 10 people, your mom dubbed you in.
This is unacceptable, Michael.
Well, to be honest, man, that's where the white man has it the most difficult in comedy. Because black people always make fun of white people, but the one time the white person makes fun of the black person, career ender. What was his name? The dude from Seinfeld?
Oh, Michael Richards?
Yeah, and it was a stupid joke that he made, right? Or like just
pretty stupid.
Pretty stupid.
Well, to the point where the way that was delivered didn't even come off as a joke.
No, that's right. And that's what an idiot for that.
That was brutal, dude.
It's brutal. But that's why I love the card I can pull. I can make fun of both.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm totally cool.
You're an Oreo. Now, can I get away with that one?
I think
I can get away with that one.
Because an Oreo's black on the outside, if you called me an Oreo, I might be a bit upset. Do you remember those fucking things?
Yeah, dude.
Oreo?
They just reversed them.
Yeah, they're just, what do we do now? I don't know. Turn it inside out. Fucking genius.
Here's where we're at today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the Oreo company wants
Right.
to bring back the Oreo, so they put the white on the outside. Nope, it's 2021.
No.
They'd get canceled in a second.
Probably.
200 people on Twitter would be like, look at what these racist ass fucking cookie makers are doing.
What? Whitewashing people. Always.
Whitewashing the Oreos.
It starts with cookies,
Unbelievable.
and then it escalates. Just why didn't they just go triple stuff? That's
Triple
what the people
stuff.
want. Double stuff's now normal Oreo. See, now you gotta go triple stuff. Step the game up, man.
We're living in a ridiculous time.
It is.
It's
pretty
amazing that even a topic of conversation is, can I do that joke? Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing to me.
Yeah. For stuff that you could say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you get slaughtered for now.
And the thing is, and what people really hate admitting to, well, really, I say people, I really just say these idiots who just want to like cancel everybody and just
cancel them. Yeah, that's the worst thing. Cancel them.
It's the worst, yeah. And they just want to get pissed off at every little thing. It's like, what? Can't you worry about your life for a second?
That's right.
What the fuck are you doing on the internet just responding to every off-color piece of humor you can find?
Being a
fucking
warrior.
loser.
Being a keyboard warrior, man. That's all it is.
It is just the telltale signs of an absolute loser, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was one instance this lady was giving me a hard time because I commented about Monique. So when all the specials about the comedy specials coming out on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Monique was not happy with Netflix because she didn't get paid as much as Amy Schumer did for her special. And I'm not an Amy Schumer fan, okay?
Right.
I don't mind Monique. But the thing is, like, Monique was complaining because, she wasn't getting as much money as Amy Schumer. Well, the thing is, Monique's not as relevant as Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer was blowing up. Her name was everywhere. She had a book. So Monique wasn't as relevant, right? And then the people go, oh, that's not it. It's because she's black. Oh, like, that's not... I hate people that throw that card. Like, before it gets to that, eliminate all the other possibilities. Because if that is the thing, and it is because she's black, of course, that's not right. But that just it makes it harder when it is legit. Do you know what I mean? It's just the fact that she's not relevant. That's the fact. So
It's very simple.
it's super simple.
It's really simple. This is not rocket science.
It's not.
At the time, Amy Schumer, when you stuck her name on any
Anything.
billboard in the United
Anything.
States, it was a sold-out house.
That's right.
Now, I'm not a big fan of her either,
Yeah, she's not.
but I respect the fact that she was blowing up like that. Not so
Correct,
much
yeah.
anymore.
No,
And
not
it's
anymore.
probably deserved, to be perfectly honest. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I know. Dude, here's the thing. All right. I'm not exactly relevant, and let's just get real. You and I,
Yeah.
in the world of comedy,
That's right.
we are very low tier.
Who
We're
are we?
underground, and that's fine.
Who are we?
Dude, it's fine.
I know that, though. You
But
know that.
We
can acknowledge
are
that.
aware.
Yeah.
And that, dude, it's fine. Doesn't bother me in the slightest, man. We have fun regardless.
True that.
But here's the thing. You can't tell me that either she herself or writers who were working for her, especially on that Comedy Central show, like the sketch show,
Yep.
you cannot absolutely fucking not tell me that somebody wasn't in there plagiarizing.
Oh, and you know what? It happens more often than people obviously are willing to admit.
Dude.
And
Yeah.
that's messed up, man.
I mean, look, it's in the comedy world. It's at this point, it's old news. But the thing is the amount of time that someone like that, or Carlos Mencia, the amount of time that goes by where people like that are getting away with stealing material.
And making money.
Very
and getting-
frustrating.
Becoming famous and making money from it. That's messed up. She got called out a few times at her show.
A bunch.
A bunch. And someone was like, X and X said this or whatever. said this at their show. And, oh no,
Dude, there's videos you can pull up on YouTube of side-by-side comparisons.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about her stand-up. Here's the thing. I should make this clear. In stand-up, and we know this, there's a lot of parallel thinking that does occur.
Yeah, that's right.
You will hear, even on the same show, on the same night, you'll have a comic go up like first or second, they'll do a joke, and then like there's a comic 4 comics later who does something really similar.
Yeah.
And then you kind of realize like, oh, well, that comic, they walked into the building after the other comic had already gotten off stage.
Yeah, so they'd have no...
It's just like parallel thinking. I've seen it a lot, but the thing is, when it comes to sketch comedy, where you have to sit in a room with like 8 other fucking writers, come up with a sketch, a situation, characters.
Something that should be unique.
Okay, exactly. You have 8 minds coming together to try and make something as original as possible. Right. The one that comes to mind that pissed me off was I watched her show, it was a few years ago, and when this sketch aired where she plays a white woman who's in a clothing store. Right. She was being assisted by a black female employee. Mm-hmm. So she says, oh, thank you very much, and thanks for showing that to me, and yeah, I'm going to buy this right now, and whatever. Yeah. So she goes up to the counter to pay for it, and the guy behind the counter is a black dude, and he says, how'd you find everything? And she says, oh, yeah, great. And he goes, oh, so who helped you today? And the joke comes in where she's afraid to tell him that a black woman lady helped her. Yeah. She didn't want to like describe her.
Yes, I've had that happen to me at work.
I'm sure you have.
Like it, not towards me, but someone. So I supervise the site, right? So someone rang me because I'm the point of contact, and they wanted to give me feedback on their customer experience that they had with an individual, right? And they were telling me this, and I was like, oh, okay, I think I know who it is. Like it sounds like this person, but could you? What did they look like? And they go, oh, the older gentleman, kind of gray and blah, blah. And he kind of sounded like this. And I go, the black guy. He said, well, yeah. I go, that's what he is, man. It's cool. Like, just say he's the black guy. Like, it's okay. But
say it.
But he thought that he might have been I'm not saying that he wanted to be or didn't want to be coming across a certain way. But the thing that he hesitated to say something as simple as that, because he was so unsure as how it would be taken. You know what I mean? When it shouldn't. Right. There's really nothing in it.
And just to wrap up this Amy Schumer skit thing, when I saw that, immediately, I looked over to Alyssa, and I said, "This is really weird." I said, "Are they doing? I think they're doing like a tribute." To a famous sketch that was on Mad TV.
Wow.
Like 7 or 8 years prior. Right. I might be wrong about the years, but it was a while.
It's, older.
The exact same sketch. Jeez. I mean, the same setting.
Really?
The same situation. Jeez. It's a clothing store. This person helped me. The black guy behind the counter asks, who helped you? It's like to a T. So I look over to Alyssa and I'm like, oh, I think they're doing like a tribute to this really funny Mad TV sketch from like back in the day.
Wow.
And so the sketch ends, and I'm waiting for something to come onto the screen, like I didn't know. I was like, oh, is it going to be like in memory of someone who like worked on Mad TV who passed away? Were they redoing the sketch for some reason? And then it was just nothing. So it just moved on.
Yeah.
And I look at Alyssa and I'm like, okay, seriously? I think they just took an entire sketch from Mad TV, dude.
Yeah, which is huge.
Mad TV was massive.
Yeah.
So I go on YouTube. I pull up the Mad TV sketch.
Right.
This is right after we watched this. Right. And I show it to Alyssa and I go, watch this. And it's just to a fucking T.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bizarre, man.
And still after that, even though those sketches got shown side by side in like a comparison video on YouTube, you had people still like defending it. And it's just like, dude,
you can't.
I'm not saying Amy Schumer herself did anything.
Right.
There's a whole team of people working
thing.
on the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone fucking stole it.
At the same time, too, because whenever I write something that I think is original, I still go online and type in just to see if it's been said before or if it's been said in a certain way that I want to take it, just to make sure I'm not being called out for plagiarism or for not being original. You know what I mean?
It's a good habit to get in, unless it's obviously, I do material about like my family and stuff. That's very specific.
That's correct. Yeah.
I don't bother looking anything up. I don't care. It's like,
that's right.
If my kid did something, my
only
kid
when
did
it's
something.
called for.
But yeah, like when it comes to a generic idea and how to approach something, I do try to make sure I don't step on any other toes, like accidentally.
That's right.
It's a good habit to be in.
You think with a team like that, a professional team, that someone would have had the brain to be like, well, let's look into what we're doing to make sure we're not ripping off someone. So that then begs the question, well, they must have known exactly what they were doing.
Well, and that's the thing. You also have to film the sketch, so you have like this whole day dedicated to filming one sketch. It's a massive production. You have the production team, the camera operators, the makeup, the wardrobe, the set design, whatever. There's so many people involved in just making one sketch on like a big network sketch show.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people are involved in this.
Yeah.
Are you telling me nobody
Not one person
like tapped someone else on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, listen, this was on fucking Mad TV less than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I saw a rerun of it last week. What are we doing?"
Yeah. Well,
but anyway,
I don't know, maybe that's the biz, man. I don't know.
Fucking anyway, and that's and you know what? That's the thing. You kind of nailed it on the head when you say that's the biz, and it's just like I've seen it so much now.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Could be the norm.
I'll stick to having a cool little underground podcast with like a loyal following. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
And when I do stand up, I make sure I do specific bits. Like it always revolves around my life.
Yeah, that's the safest route, I think.
Because no one can steal that.
No one can steal it. No, that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
they can try, but
they could. Don't say that shit around me. If you don't try to rip something from me and then say it in the same setting. No, sir.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, dude, it's I don't know, crazy times though.
Yeah, so I mean, it just kind of it gets back to. I'm very grateful that we're here in the first week of January of 2021.
Yeah.
2020 sucked my hairy Irish balls.
Very specific.
It was a pretty good sucking. It was. Like if you could have multiple orgasms, but each orgasm was painful and made you cry, that was 2020 sucking on my balls.
Wow, that's pretty specific. Mine wasn't that intense. Mine was a bit more low key, but it was still a pain in my ass. The thing, people are like, oh, 2020 didn't suck for me. Why are you so salty? Like, what? Kidding me? Like, I don't get that because the whole world is like affected by it. But you're like, I'm good. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, good for you, asshole.
Yeah, honestly, sweet. Thumbs up. Fuck. Do the same thing this year. But didn't go away, did it? Still just rolled over. I tried to stay up. Did you stay up? Did you make it till midnight?
Yeah, we were up till about 1.
Yeah, okay. I tried, man. I fell asleep at like 11:45. So
man, you were in the home stretch.
I was right there at the finish line, but then I was just like, fuck it, I'm tired. So
here's the way my body and mind works. If I can make it past 11:15, then the second wind comes.
Okay.
And I go, boom. Then it's like, oh, I'll just go till 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
That is not something I like to do. I will go to bed.
Yeah.
But on a night like New Year's Eve,
like
I'll stay up.
If we had like free to air TV, which we don't, but if we had it, we might have stayed up to watch the fireworks, or had a reason to stay up. I didn't miss anything. You know, the only thing I missed was more sleep I could have got for not.
That's right.
Going to bed at 9 o'clock when I should have.
We watched the Sydney fireworks on TV.
Yep.
And it was weird.
Why? Just no one around?
So what are we used to when we see the Sydney fireworks, especially? Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, just
gathered everywhere.
Walking.
You can't look at a single camera angle and not see just fucking hordes of people.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Packed to the rafters, man.
Yeah.
Like
on top.
It's
of
like a
one
mound of ants.
Yeah.
and then we watch it this year. Everything is empty. It's just fireworks going off. And then they showed one of the walkways like next to the Sydney Harbor.
Yep.
There's just no one there, but there's like a couple. There's like one couple like walking.
Really?
And they're just and they're like barely even paying attention to these like incredible fireworks that are going off, probably because they're just so fucking miserable.
Yeah, probably.
They probably weren't even allowed to be walking there, but they're like, you know what? We're just over it. We don't give a shit.
Possibly. I saw that they still had the yachts and the boats still allowed on the water.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was a photo of all the boats. So if you're rich, you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, that's the biz.
That's the biz. Got it figured out.
Hold on there, sir. I need you to log into your online banking. I want to see how much you're worth. Yeah. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Yeah. You may pass.
That's right.
Could you put this mask on? No. You know what? Forget I even asked. Don't wear a mask.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind my peasant questions.
Yeah. Well, that's what we have to do now. Wear masks indoors in some malls and public transport and this, that, and the other. So, yeah.
We were so close, man. Folks listening, Australia was close.
Super close.
I mean, we're still doing good.
We're still doing
the virus is under control, generally speaking.
Yeah.
But goddamn, it fucked Christmas up.
It did, man.
We were 3 days away from Christmas, and then the northern beaches get fucked with a COVID cluster, so Queensland shuts the border. My parents, my mom and stepdad up north get totally fucked out of coming down here and visiting.
Yep. And that's the shit I don't like about it, man. People that are doing the right thing have to pay the price for these dickheads that are doing the wrong thing.
That's right. And, this is the thing. There were these two chicks in the northern beaches who both went together to get tested.
Right.
Here's the thing. Your test results come back in 24 hours.
Right.
And obviously you're supposed to just go home.
Go home. Right.
And wait.
Yep.
These bitches didn't wait.
No.
Dude, these idiots went to like 10 fucking places.
Really?
And they were COVID positive. You would have got the test results back in 24 hours.
Yep. What's the penalty that they have to pay now?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's just...
See, for something that negligent, there should be some sort of punishment. I'm not, I don't mean like jail or anything, but like something. You should at least get fined, like the shit out of.
Yeah.
Because that's a deliberate, negligent act.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a choice.
That's very true.
That was a straight up choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off, dude. I was pissed over.
I could imagine, man. I wouldn't be very happy.
Leading right up to Christmas.
Yep.
I was livid because we were there. Like everything was pretty much going back to pretty normal.
Yeah, and then it ramped right back up. Some places even got more intense with with their restrictions and people signing in QR codes everywhere, man. You know what I mean? Just everywhere. Like we in the mall, like I go, oh, do you want to eat there? My wife's like, well, if we go eat there, we have to sign in with the QR code. I'm just like, well, fuck. It's just that extra thing you have to do. Like, I'm not being negligent and saying I don't want to do it, but it's just that it's just more so now than it was at the peak of it for some reason.
And here's the thing, and I don't really like to get conspiratorial, but all of these these apps that were created all around the world
Yeah.
to track you. Just in regards to COVID tracing, and look, I get it. I understand protocols need to be in place. But here's the thing. How long till after all the vaccines are out, till let's say a few years from now, when COVID is when it's all under control, we're pretty much back to normal because the vaccines are effective and whatever it is.
Yeah.
How long are we really thinking the governments are going to wait to say, okay, you don't have to sign in with QR codes anymore. We won't track you anymore.
Yeah.
Do we honestly think that governments are going to let go of that power?
No.
I think people in first world countries are going to be fucking tracked.
Yep.
Now, obviously, our phones track us. Look, we have devices that know where we are. We have GPS, and look, of course,
which is fun.
But a government-sanctioned app that knows exactly where you are, what venues you're going to. How long is this going to go on?
Oh,
I mean, really?
I don't think it's going away, man.
I don't think it's going away either. And again, it sounds conspiratorial. It sounds really dystopian. But we've already been living in some pretty dystopian shit the past year.
And the thing that scares me now is when people say, well, this is the new norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a scary
They're
phrase.
already accepting it as this is life now. Like, I don't want it to be... We're being told what to do all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, we are.
Sign in here. Scan that. Wear this. Oh, certain amount of people at this. Sit down. Don't stand. Don't make ooh-ah sounds. Like, what the... Like, come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But some people are like, this is the new norm. It's not any norm I want, homie. No fucking way. But...
Yeah, it's getting weird, dude. Like, when you drive down the highway toward this neighborhood, there's that giant digital sign that's above your head that says permit required to cross the Victoria border.
Yep.
And every time I read it, it just reminds me. I feel like a character in a dystopian novel. It's just like, where are your papers?
Yeah.
Do you have the proper permit?
No.
To cross into this state, son?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, sir, I'm so sorry. Well, you need to turn around.
You piece of shit.
You fucking little asshole. Don't you know there's 2 cases of COVID down here?
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Before you go, let me see your bank account. Oh, you got money. Oh, come on in.
Oh, you're an actor here for a movie? Come on in.
Come right in.
I think they're filming just right down the road.
Though? Just don't tell anybody. Bit out there, but who knows?
You know what I miss? Let me tell you what I miss. I miss the simpler times.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, dude.
Yep.
It's way too serious now.
It is now.
It's too serious. Nobody can take a fucking joke. Everybody's oversensitive. Everything's offensive.
Everything, dude.
Dude, even Hollywood. I mean, yeah, we've always known they've all been on this fucking awful bandwagon of ultra PC, super sensitive, and all this. It's this non-theistic religion everybody's getting with now. This intersectionality and all this fucking bullshit. I can't
please
stand
everybody.
You gotta please everybody, and the this illusion of we're so tolerant and diverse. But what they're doing is, I actually think what they're doing is inherently racist.
It could be.
And here's why. Like, okay, so like the Oscars, right? They came up with this rule like beginning of the year. Actually, this very quickly followed the that terrible thing that happened to George Floyd.
Right.
But the Oscars, they're so fucking disingenuous. It's like they are trying to sell to us that they are on this like social justice bandwagon.
Yep.
And the way they did it is the Oscars, I don't have it in front of me, but like it's like the committee, like the voting committee.
Right.
They decided that not only are they going to implement more people of color into the Oscars voting committee, which quite literally what they mean is they're actually going to get rid of some other people's jobs and replace them simply because the other person has a different skin color.
Right.
That's already like inherently fucking biased and racist and discriminatory. Yep. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's right.
If you're not going to base the hiring practice on whether they're qualified or not, I don't get it. Like, what are you doing? And then they came up with the rule where it's like, oh, okay, so the list of like nominees, like the best picture nominees, best actors, best actress. Yeah. So now every single one of these lists, they came up with this like quota where there's a certain percentage they have to be a person of color, and then there's a certain percentage, obviously a much lower percentage now where they're white. Yes. So they're gonna like minimize how many whites
that's dumb
can get nominated.
That makes no sense, it's like, man.
Again, you are basing your decisions on the color of someone's skin. Yeah. You are not basing your decisions on, hey, was it even a good fucking movie?
Yeah, that's right.
Can we get back to reality?
Yes. That's right.
Because I'm telling you, if they just start nominating movies that suck because the director is black and the cast was primarily Native Americans with limps,
and
or whatever the fuck. I mean, honestly,
they fit the quota.
Is that really what we're doing now?
I think.
How long's that going to last?
Oh,
see that right there. That to me is dystopian.
That is very.
That is some wacky ass shit, dude.
Yeah, because it's just they're trying to do the right thing, but they're doing other people an injustice by trying to do the right thing for a certain group or what have you.
That's right. It's like a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. How does that make sense? How does that make sense, man? I don't
get it, dude.
It confuses the shit out of me, man. But
so here's the thing. Let's take and it's like not to like put you on blast or anything, but you're a mixed race individual.
Yeah.
All right? You're a proud motherfucker.
Yes.
What do they do with you?
Well, that's right.
That's my question.
I don't know.
Let's say you're in this badass movie.
Yeah.
You fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Well, how do they even go about this with a gentleman like you? Do they have to approach you? Mr. Peoples, listen, you were just fantastic in in Man of the Peoples, and we just need to ask you very specifically before we go about our nomination for your work.
Yep.
What race, Mr. Peoples, do you identify as?
Oh. Well, tough question. Depends on what state I'm in as to what answer I'll give you. But seeing as how we're in Hollywood, I'll just say what's hot at the moment. I'm going to go with Caucasian.
Ooh, Mr. Peoples.
Not good? Not a good answer?
Listen, you see, the committee recently came up with a very specific quota.
Right.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I think this year we're gonna take a pass on you. And
really?
You see, there's another fantastic up and coming actor who was in this other fantastic movie.
Right.
Yes, the very famous.
I mentored him for a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. Well, you see, Running Bear, the very famous Native American actor with a cleft palate, his son, not running so fast, Bear, who is in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Really did quite well.
Right.
In the latest.
As would have, right?
Yes, he did quite well.
I'm sorry. What does it have to do with me not winning?
Well, you see, those are the sorts of questions we don't allow anyone to ask.
Oh.
Yeah. You're just going to have to understand how the biz works.
The biz.
This is the biz, sir.
See, what I think what they would do in that situation, they'd come up with a new category again.
Right.
It just wouldn't end. Oh, how stupid is it?
Best supporting handicapped actress with a lazy eye.
Yes, born between 1990 and 2020.
Best Supporting Non-Binary Actor.
From a test tube. Has to be a test tube, baby. You cannot be made the old-fashioned way. You have to come from the tube.
That's right. You see, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2021, I'm not sure if you're aware, but old-fashioned missionary-style sex is actually deemed as sexist and
it is.
Toxic
Masculinity.
It's toxic masculinity.
Always wanting to be in control. I actually heard that term because I remember we spoke about it in the first episode. Toxic masculinity. First time I heard it, and it stood out, the new movie Scoob. The animated movie Scoob.
Oh, we just had that on this morning for the kids.
So it's when Blue Falcon and who was he fighting? I think he was fighting with Fred. And the side chick, the black side chick, or sidekick, was they were fighting, and at the end of it, she was like, "I'll break it up," and she quickly goes, "Toxic masculinity," real quick. Said it real quick, like you heard it, and then it was like, "Did I just hear that?"
Wait, this was in the Scooby-Doo animated remake.
Yep, Scoob,
and a character,
actually
states toxic masculinity.
100%.
For fuck's sake.
100%.
And where does that movie come from? Hollywood.
Yep. They
For
threw
Christ's
it in.
sake.
Real quick, man. Bam. Laid it down real quick.
So she throws it in, and then it just like cuts to the next scene?
It just goes on like nothing happened. It was kind of like toxic masculinity. Like, kind of
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, it's a good movie. It's funny. Like, there's some really funny things in there that happen. But, yeah, I just remembered that we spoke about it in the first episode, and that's the first time I've heard it, like, out there.
So now, see, here's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So now, things like that are getting tossed into media designed for children.
For kids, man, yeah.
Now, what could possibly be the motivation behind that? Well, I'll fucking tell you. Indoctrination, son.
That's right. Get them while they're young.
Dude, what 5 and 6 year old would have any concept of what toxic masculinity could even be?
None whatsoever.
How the fuck could you just throw that? And of all things, why are you just going to shit on something like Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Why are you going to take Scooby-Doo, modernize
Iconic.
it, and then throw something like toxic masculinity
Yep.
into a throwaway line? But it's not a throwaway line. You see, it's like a subliminal message.
It has its purpose.
Because adults are watching it.
And there's jokes in there, like they've been doing for years now. They put adult jokes in kids' movies that they know damn well will go over the kid's head. And
now,
it's made
that I'm
for
fine
the adult.
with. Like Shrek has great jokes, but you see, Shrek was made at a time when all this bullshit wasn't going on.
That's right.
Shrek's a dirty ass movie.
It is, dude.
Oh, I love it.
Wow, it's
so good.
It's different as an adult. Mm-hmm. While we're on movies, my wife pointed out to me, you know the movie Tangled?
Oh yeah,
with the Rapunzel.
With Rapunzel, yeah.
Yep. So you know how she was locked in the tower?
Yeah.
Well, apparently the kingdom, which she got stolen from, is called Corona.
Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't realize.
So this witch lady was trying to keep her from Corona. Anyway, that's another quick thing she just showed me, and I was just like, well, fuck, what else? Just keep rolling with the punches. Do you know what I mean?
Then you look up like, okay, hold on, who made this movie?
Yeah.
And obviously it's a Disney film.
Yep.
And guess who Disney is directly connected to financially?
Who's that now?
China.
Because it comes from China. I love that.
Oh, Christ almighty, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I just, when I had the Scoob movie on for the kids, I wasn't really watching. I was walking in and out, you know.
It'll sound like trumpets blasting next time you see it, man.
That's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is that in there?
I have no idea. And it was the thing, like the argument that the boys were having was stupid, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was between Fred, now that I remember, and the Blue Falcon character. And he was like, don't point your finger at me. And he's like, you come back with one finger, I'm coming back with the double finger. Well, if you have the double finger, I got a triple finger. So it was a stupid argument, right?
Yeah.
Between the two males, and then she just shot it in there real quick, bam. So yeah, man. Anyone who hasn't seen Scoob, spoilers, my bad, but
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. they'll hear this in about 2 years' time anyway. Like, yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah, I remember that trash ass movie shoving fucking leftist neoliberal horseshit down my child's throat.
That's what it was, man. That's what happened. So,
Christ, dude.
Stupid.
You see, when we were growing up, dude. Okay, I watched Home Alone a couple weeks ago because obviously it was on leading up to Christmas.
Yep,
bro, so good.
Yeah,
and it's a children's movie, but it was very specifically targeted at not only kids, but it's just one of those great films where it's like, look, we know the parents are going to bring the kid to the theater. We want the parents to laugh their asses off. Yeah. And dude, Home Alone don't fuck around. In the end of that movie, Joe Pesci's character was going to bite Kevin McAllister's fingers off, son.
Yep.
And the thing is, anyone who hasn't watched that in years, you forget.
You do, because
that is legit. In the end of that movie, they've got him pinned up against the door. They finally caught him.
Yep.
And Pesci's just like, I'm gonna bite off every last one of these fingers, and he goes to do it.
Oh yeah, I think he would have.
If the old man hadn't busted in through the back door and slammed that snow shovel over his head,
he would have been missing some digits.
He legitimately was going to bite this child's fingers off. That is some dark shit.
That's dark.
It's hilarious, dude.
It is. It's funny that they put it in there. There's stuff even in Mighty Ducks, man.
Classic.
There's some shit in Mighty Ducks that you can't say now. Like the what's his name? Kenan from Kenan and Kel. Like, I don't know his real Kenan.
Oh yeah. Kenan. Is it Kenan Baker?
Might be Baker.
Is it Baker? You could be wrong.
But yeah, when he's a kid, the coach Gordon Bombay asked him a question, and he goes, "Well, I'm not going to tell you, honky," or something like that. You know what I mean? Or I'm not going to tell your white honky ass the answer to that. It's just like, Jesus, man.
But like, you know what?
It's funny though.
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
This is the thing.
Man.
Like, people, a lot of the people right now who are bitching and complaining about jokes like that, they weren't even. It's like they were barely out of diapers when these movies were out. They don't have any concept of all these decades of what comedy was. Dude, watch some of these old fucking Dean Martin roasts where Don Rickles and Richard Pryor are like tearing each other to pieces. But it's all in good fun. This is the thing.
That's right.
All these people are drinking together. They're having a blast. They're all, it's back in the 60s and 70s. They're all up there chain smoking cigarettes and just pounding whiskey. Dude, Richard Pryor, he goes up there on one of them. He was about to bring up, I forget who it was, this big heavy set black woman. Pryor gets up there. He's drinking. They're all smoking, and he's just like, well, anyway, this next person coming up to the stage is a big, fat, ugly gorilla. It's just like, holy shit.
That's gold, man. That's comedy right there. I mean, jeez.
Dude, and then there was one where like Don Rickles is up there, and the dude he's about to bring up, a very, very dark-skinned black gentleman. I haven't watched these in years.
Yeah.
But Rickles is just like, he's just
he wouldn't have cared either, man.
He's like, listen, we're going to bring up, and then he kind of stops and he goes, hey, listen, can you turn the lights up? I'm trying to find him.
Oh, man. I could just hear it. Trying to find this guy. No, that's funny.
Hockey puck. But, dude, this is what people really need to start understanding. Comedy and laughter, it's all about, really, in my opinion, it's just an opinion. I think all races, all creeds and colors, all religions, all sexualities, all sexual orientations, genders, whatever the fuck, We should all be able to sit in a big room together.
Yep.
And fucking bust balls.
That's right. That's
what
right.
What are we doing?
Man. That's right.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I out of my mind?
Nah, no way. But it's just people. They just take themselves too seriously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, don't do that. And that's the problem with it. Like, we all have our flaws. You know what I mean? Say something to me and it's funny, making fun of each other. As long as we're laughing and having a good time and people don't take anything the wrong way, then what's wrong with it? But the thing I don't like about it is these certain people in groups, right, want to be included in everything with everyone. Well, guess what? That includes being made fun of and picked on as well.
Exactly.
In good fun. But as soon as that happens, oh no, you can't do that. Come on, man. You can't have one or the other. You know what I mean?
And you gotta love people who will like go to a show and laugh their ass off at like every joke about other groups of people, but then like the second their group gets made fun of, it's like, oh yeah, now it's a problem.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You gotta love that. Just the double standard, the total
so
fucking hypocrisy.
I hate that shit. It's just like, who are you? You're not special. You're a human being on this earth just like I am.
We're all here.
We're all fucking here, the same damn thing. So there's I might have told you a couple weeks ago, I've been watching this show on YouTube called Roast Me. And
okay. I've never seen it.
It's funny, man. It's by All Def Comedy. It's from the dudes who created Dad Jokes, the original Dad Jokes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Patrick Cloud, I believe, is the creator of both of them. But anyway, it's just these dudes, and some females in them sometimes as well. Everyone's just making fun of each other, and there's a gay guy, there's a Chinese guy, most of them are black guys. There's one dude in a wheelchair, and it's just they're all making fun of each other. You know what I mean? It's like, nigga, why are you wearing shoes? You don't use them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the comedy that they were getting at. And they're like, you're built like melted ice cream, because he's a fat guy in a wheelchair. He looks like melted ice cream, and the dude in the wheelchair is cracking up. And but yeah, they have a disclaimer at the beginning. It's like, warning, like, don't try this at home, because all these people that are
for fuck's sake.
No. But the reason they have that disclaimer is because people in this environment can handle what's being thrown at them. They go, don't try it on your own, because I'm sure the people you do it with or whatever might not be able to take it in good fun like we are. You know what I mean? So that was the disclaimer. Don't be like us, because you're not us.
Yeah. There's a good chance you hang out with pussies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beware.
Yeah, that's right. The disclaimer didn't say, oh, you might find this offensive. It was like, nah, we're saying this shit, and these people can take it. That's what it was. But yeah, it's good. I'd recommend it. It's called Roast Me. They got a few episodes.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
No, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Everything has to have a trigger warning attached to it.
Oh yeah.
Everything's got to have like, oh, well, now, just so you know,
yeah.
This is a work of fiction, and what these characters are saying, they do not reflect the views of the corporation behind this movie. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I know.
Just play it. Or
bro, I know Batman is make believe. Fuck off.
But do you?
Yeah.
They have to be.
Do you?
They have to be sure.
It's unbelievable. It's like, dude, I know.
Yeah.
Stop telling me what you're doing is a work of fiction.
Yeah. Well,
I understand there are fictitious characters that might say things that are not okay. Have you ever watched a fucking Martin Scorsese movie? They say shit that's not okay because you're watching fictitious criminals be fictitious fucking criminals, but they happen to say certain things that real fucking, mafiosos might say.
Yeah. To make
we
it more
get
realistic.
It's a movie.
No, well, some people take that shit too serious, man.
Like, fucking enough.
I got in trouble, or I didn't get in trouble. I was on a radio show doing a debate. And it was ABC radio. And it was during Halloween a couple years ago. So it was, what's more scarier? Or what's scarier? Real life or Halloween? And mine was that real life was scarier. So I was on the 4. And one of the jokes I said, real life is scarier than Halloween because Frankenstein's monster exists and its name is Bruce Jenner. Right? That was the joke. Okay? Funny, relevant, Frankenstein's fictitious, Bruce Jenner is real but fake, And that was the joke. And that was the correlation between. But some person called up the radio station and made a complaint. Now, I felt bad because I don't want to make anyone's job more difficult than it has to be. You know what I mean?
You're on a corporate show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, I didn't know. I wasn't thinking. I was like, this is funny. It's meant to be a joke. I'm here to make a joke. I'm going to say the joke. But there's a lot of stuff I didn't say, which now I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't want to get someone else into hot water. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
If you have a problem with what I'm saying, I don't care. Come say it to me. But I was on this person's show, and I had put them in a bad position, so I felt bad for that. But the thing is, man, I had made that joke, which is, I think it's a funny joke, not too offensive, But someone took it upon themselves to call up and complain. Like, get real.
See, and that's the thing. It's like, I think intent, and everything has optics.
Yes.
What was this man's intent in that moment? Well, it was like a comedy debate. They're making jokes. At the time, Caitlyn Jenner this is a few years ago, so Caitlyn Jenner had blown up, and even fucking, what was it? Was it the... who put her on the cover of a magazine as Woman of the Year?
Yeah, Woman of the Year.
I mean, I
don't know, dude.
Fucking
I
atrocity.
I don't know. Can't tell you on that.
But it's intent, though. It's like the guy was just making a joke. Like, but they're treating it. This is the thing. These people treat jokes as if the comic just threw out all the material and got up and said, boy, I'd really like it if all these transsexuals would just die.
Well, that's
and
right.
It's just like, well, wait a minute. That's not what happened. Why are you acting like someone just called for like the fucking genocide of a of a group of people or something?
Yeah.
But you made a joke about, quite frankly, a completely fucking ridiculous person.
Yes.
That Caitlyn Jenner is. Let's get real.
Yes.
So, but what they were mad at is the fact that you did this thing that's referred to as dead naming. Have you ever heard this?
No.
See, here's some other horse shit that's come up.
Okay.
In the last few years.
What's that?
On Twitter. If you were to go on Twitter right now,
right,
and refer to Caitlyn Jenner as her previous identity. So if you were to say Bruce Jenner, if you were to refer to her as Bruce Jenner,
right,
in any sort of way, what you have committed is basically a Twitter crime called dead naming.
Is it a legit Twitter crime?
Where you have referred to the previous, the person that they transitioned from.
Right.
You cannot refer to that person of the past. It results in a lifetime ban off of the platform.
Wow.
I'm not even fucking with you.
What? I've never
heard
of that.
The fact that we just said it right now, I don't know. I have no idea if anything will happen. I mean, for you 10 people listening.
Yeah. Don't
tell on us.
Shit, man. I've never heard of that before.
Dead naming, dude. This is all real. This is all shit that just, it flies under the radar. Yeah. All these rules get made up.
So okay, then. What happens to freedom of speech?
Well, it's a great question.
Where's that?
It's here's the problem. You have big tech corporations like Twitter, Facebook, and Google.
Yeah. They
are policing what they believe to be, hate speech.
Right.
It's like opinion based.
Oh, but everyone's got an opinion.
Well, exactly.
And their opinion on what's acceptable, what's not accepted, is their opinion.
Well, see, this is why conversations like this are important, because let's take the the actress who just transitioned to a boy or to a man, Paige.
I don't know if I can.
I think it's Evan Page now.
Okay.
You saw Inception, and you saw what else was she?
Oh,
Juno.
Juno.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
really? Okay.
So, and just forgive me, internet, for a second. Juno the movie. Let's see. Let me work around this. Let's go back in time. Who starred in Juno? If I was to read the back of the Juno DVD right now, what name would I read? I would read Ellen Page.
Right.
Okay?
Correct.
I'm just stating a fact.
Right.
I will read Ellen Page and Michael Cera on the back of the box. Mm-hmm. Ellen Page is no longer Ellen Page. I do believe he is, if I'm not mistaken, it's Evan Page now.
Really?
So here's the thing. Why do I have to now tiptoe and walk on eggshells and do work? Why am I working? Just to tell you who was in this Juno movie that happened to come on TV like the other night.
Yep.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And this is the problem. Why can't I just tell you that at the time when Juno was made, there was an actress involved in it, and her name was Ellen Page. She was, like, why can't I do that?
Oh.
Are we just completely fucking losing it?
That's beyond me, man. That's a bit. Get real. Get real. And that's the thing. It seems
get back to reality.
Yeah, it seems so unreal and so surreal that we have to like tiptoe around what we're saying. And it's not like we're sitting here shaming anyone or anything like that.
Exactly.
You know?
Yet it's all treated the same.
Oh, see, that's
the problem.
Not fair.
It's not fair.
That right there is not fair.
Evan Page is a fantastic actor. Okay, so the sentence I used just there is perfectly fine, and I do mean it.
Yep.
Very talented, and I'm very happy for Evan Page for making the transition and living the life he wants to live.
Do what you want.
Fantastic.
Do what you want.
But excuse me, why the fuck am I being demonized?
Yeah.
Because your previous work involved your previous identity. Why can't I just say that to someone who's asking me about it? Like, are you out of your fucking minds?
You recognize it and acknowledge it. It seems like the people that don't want to go back to what they were being referred to originally didn't happen.
Exactly.
Like it was never a thing. When in reality, it was 100% a thing. But it's they want to make
They want to like erase history or just
pretty much. Don't say that. You can't say that because we don't speak about that. But it happened.
Yeah.
That's what it was at the time. So I don't get it, man. Like it gets a bit so ridiculous to where I get lost as to what to say because it's just I don't know, man. We have to make what we're saying sound legit. We have to legitimize what it is we're saying, but what we're saying is it's just so simple to where why does it need to be legitimized? Do you know what I mean? Like it's just why do we have to defend what we're saying? Why is that even called for? I don't understand that.
It's weird. It's getting weird. And you know, this kind of thing, this is the type of shit that was described like in the novel 1984 where your speech is policed and things start to become based in revisionist history.
Right.
Mm-hmm. This is happening. And again, it's like I don't want to get conspiratorial. It's like I'm not trying to sound like some paranoid tinfoil hat fucking asshole, but
still.
But it's going on. It's we can see
happening.
it plain as day.
Yeah.
And you know, and I gotta tell you, this brings me right back to, God damn it, I just miss the simpler times. I miss the 90s. I miss when you and I could have been just hanging out in the neighborhood, riding bikes, playing with fucking squirt guns in the middle of the summer, and then, you know, Robbie comes running up and he goes, guys, guess what?
What?
I just got a Nintendo 64.
Oh, shit. What? Nuh-uh.
Fuck, Robbie, your
Prove
parents
it.
are so rich.
Prove it.
And then everyone goes
Everybody,
to Robbie's
whole
house.
neighborhood.
You remember when the Nintendo 64 first came out?
Yes.
What the fuck
Game
kind of
changer.
sorcery was this?
Game changer.
We were looking at black magic.
Yeah, that's right. We're like,
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Dude, GoldenEye, get the fuck out of
when
here.
you get the golden gun, it's game over.
Dude, the
Game
pioneering
over,
first-person shooter.
Yes, that's right.
There were obviously ones before it, like, Doom
that-
and Wolfenstein, but like the
This is the
pioneering
one.
3D,
Yeah,
64-bit.
it made it real. You were 007.
Absolutely.
Put in GoldenEye. Everyone had that game.
Bro.
Everybody had that game.
Bomberman.
Bomberman was dope. I liked Bomberman. What else I had? Donkey Kong was obviously
Donkey Kong? Yeah,
Huge.
Donkey Kong Country.
yes.
Yeah, dude.
Jump on Diddy. Get a little bit of Diddy Kong.
Dude.
The classics, man.
And that's the thing. There's no internet.
None. If you wanted to play it, you
no
had to
one
own
had
it,
a phone that
or you
they
had to go
were.
to your friend's house. That's
Yeah.
right.
No one had a phone that they had their nose stuck in for the whole fucking day.
We had address books to
That's
find
right.
numbers, dude. An address book.
Dude, the most tech anyone had in their house was like, sending like an email to someone was like crazy.
That was Dad's going into the office to send an email. We were just like, oh shit. Don't answer. Don't pick up
shit.
the phone.
Dad's going into the office to use the supercomputer.
Yeah, yeah,
to send a text.
yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. If you didn't own it, you didn't get to play it. If you didn't have a friend that owned it, you didn't get to play it.
And guess what? You'd go home. When like the street lights would come on.
Yep.
It was time to go home.
Running.
And the thing is, you could turn on the TV. If you had cable, you would get absolute prime like stand-up comedy like on HBO, like Carlin specials. Fucking the Dice Man.
The Dice Man.
Andrew Dice Clay. But you would also see like these old roasts and like like when we were kids, or like the Def Jam comedy.
Oh,
Dude.
I had to watch that on the low.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course. But all this stuff, we were watching things as children that today are deemed basically like social sinning. It's just like blasphemous.
It is blasphemous.
But we're fine.
You have to. You don't see that on mainstream anymore. You see it on different platforms, or you hear it through different platforms. You know what I mean? That's not right there in the home, unless you search for it or know what it is that you're looking for. You know what I mean? It's not put right in front of you, like this mainstream shit is.
That's the thing. Yeah, you got to search out.
Yeah.
There's such fantastic comedy out there.
Yes.
But you do have to seek it out. It's very like, dude. I'll leave all the names out of it, but Jesus Christ, dude! Some of the specials that have come out in especially the last 2 years. I mean, bro, I'm sorry, but
Trash?
in my opinion, you cannot be a fucking comic, a satirist, and be woke. Like, fuck off. What are we doing?
I hate that term.
It's the worst. But there's like woke comedy now.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It is, because it's not comedy. It is some fucking dickhead up there preaching.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
I don't like when people just get up there and throw their opinions, which is, everyone has their opinion. We put our own opinions into comedy, but the comedy has to come first.
Yeah. Where are the jokes?
Yeah.
And this is the thing. There are specials now where, I'm not even kidding, more than half of it, there's not a joke. It's just this preaching, fucking this person putting themselves up on this high horse on this pedestal, just spouting all of it's like all the buzzwords.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh,
Yeah. Just saying what's popular.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with my friend, and he's like one of these toxic males. You know what I'm talking about? And it's just like, fuck it, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I hate that, man.
And enough of this, like, you know what I'm talking about. No, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Very few people know what you're talking about. Your little fucking stupid tribe knows what you're talking about. The ones you just invited to the show.
Yeah.
Off your Twitter page.
All of them know
and
what
half
you're
of them
talking
have
about.
their fucking hair dyed blue and red. For some reason, a lot of these people... I'm not, no offense to, like, people who dye their hair. That's not the issue. I'm just saying, I'm making an observation here.
Yeah.
A lot of these woke-ass people, I don't know why, half their head is shaved and the other half is, like, dyed blue. I don't know. I'm making an observation here. That seems to be a thing.
I see it a lot now.
And again, no offense to people who dye their hair.
Yeah.
It's not all of you.
No.
It's just some of you.
Some people.
Some of you I'd like to see get kicked in the fucking nose. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Not all of you. Just some of you. Some people need it, honestly, just to really wake up. Oh, you think you're woke, do you? Ba-boom.
Could almost make a great dad joke out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Someone gets their ass whooped. It's just like, that'll wake you up. Get it? Oh.
Got him.
See what I did there, Johnny?
Yeah.
Your dad still got it.
He still got it. Oh, man. Love it.
Oh, Lordy.
What's on the cards, man? Have we got some of the segment?
Ooh, we do.
The Reddit
Uh-oh.
All-Stars.
Are you ready for a little bit of the...
I'm ready to get into it.
The now infamous Cookie and Cream segment.
For sure.
The Ask Reddit All-Stars. Ooh.
We got some good ones cooking up.
Ooh. I'm going to load it up right now, son.
All right.
Here we go. All right. Okay. I'll edit some of this segment down just because I'm fucking around right now.
Yeah. Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Or maybe I won't. Go fuck yourselves.
Awkward silence. Coming
You
up.
can just sit there and fucking be patient while I'm pulling out my smartphone. Oh, the internet. Everyone in their short attention spans.
Oh, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hide your wife.
Oh, shit.
All right. Oh, this is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sinosti posted this question 13 hours ago.
Sick.
What will never be the same again once the pandemic is over? Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Where do we even start? That's
Yeah,
a good
right.
question.
True that.
Well, let's get into some of these. Liquid Ocelot 41 responded by saying, sitting in a doctor's office waiting room when you're sick. I feel like lots of people will wear masks to hospitals and doctors' offices from now on. I think that's a great point. And it'll probably be mandated.
I'm pretty sure it would.
Yep. And you'll have to check in on the QR code.
You will.
That's right. Nin Diesel. I like that name. Nin Diesel.
Nice.
They responded by saying, the weird pride surrounding dragging yourself to work when you're sick. That's a damn good point.
I like that one.
I like that.
I
You
like
remember,
that one a
see?
lot.
And that brings me back to the day again. I never, unless I was like on my fucking deathbed sick, I never missed work.
Yep.
I went to work.
That's the...
And I think back to that and I'm like, ooh, probably not the best idea.
But that's what people did, man.
It was, I mean, this person's right.
Yep.
It was a pride thing.
100%. 100%, man. Like, there's shit to get done. You have to go to work to make the paycheck. Like, you're not going to as you said, if you're not on your deathbed, if you can get out of bed,
Mm-hmm.
then you're well enough to go into work. That was the go back in the day, man.
Shit, ain't nobody doing that anymore.
Hell no.
And I get it. It's probably a good move.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're sick, maybe you ought to stay home there, Johnny.
Stay your ass at home.
Oh, man. Me1003 responded, my trust in the government.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like what? It took you
Absolutely.
this long to realize that?
How does that one only have 1,800 points? Shoot that one to the top of the list, sir.
Dog. Where you
I
been?
do think this pandemic exposed a whole shitload of politicians.
Yep.
Just for how fucking seedy and disgusting and hypocritical they are.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
many politicians do we have to catch breaking their own protocols in their own communities
Yep.
while they're lecturing everybody?
Yeah.
This is an everyday
opposite.
occurrence.
Yeah. Hypocrites, man.
Randy M. 1982 responded, I wonder if this will cause a boom in the entertainment industry and restaurants. As much as I like eating and watching movies at home, sometimes there is nothing like getting out of the house and being able to enjoy a good movie or a meal out. Though I do hope this causes movie prices to go down. $20 for a movie, and even before the pandemic hit, most movies weren't even worth that money. Fuck yeah, dude. I agree.
So he said there'd be a boom, though.
Well, I get what they're saying. It's like everybody's been locked out of that for so long that when we come out of the pandemic, there's probably going to be a massive rush to get back out to the restaurants and bars and movie theaters in certain places of the world.
Okay. So you're saying more people would then use their freedom and not lock themselves in?
Absolutely.
Okay. That makes sense.
Rush into that movie theater with an American flag tied around your neck, bald eagle on your shoulder.
Yeah. I'm here, goddammit. Play the movie film.
You got that new Christopher Nolan? That man makes movies that make my brain hurt. He's got twists and turns. Hey, y'all got that new Tarantino? He likes to put the N-word in there all the time.
Can he do that, though?
Shit, yeah, he can.
Oh, he must be woke.
This is the South. They don't
Tarantino's
bleep
woke.
it down here. Them fucking Northerners keep bleeping it. Gazba responded by saying, commuting. Yeah. I'm sure I will work from home regularly. Traffic jams will not disappear, but they will be less common. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I think that is definitely something that the pandemic exposed, is that a shit ton of people probably don't need to leave their house to do what they do for a living. That was a big eye-opener.
Yep. Very true, man.
I got a lot of friends who, no joke, they've been home working for 8 months.
Really?
And they don't have to step foot in the office.
I haven't had to do that. My brother's doing that at the moment. That would suck, though, I think. I like the separation.
Mm-hmm.
I like the leaving home to go do a job and then looking forward to coming back home.
Yeah, dude, getting out of the house and interacting with other people is very healthy.
In an environment that is not your home. You know, something that's totally, because it keeps it separate. I would hate to mesh the two.
Yeah, dude, I feel that.
I don't want that separation.
I feel that. I'm going to pour me another whiskey. You want to get started on this next one?
I will. So is this, what am I looking at? The comment? Oh, okay. So, Hombre Honest is hitting us with high school marching band trip, 2014.
The question at the top.
Where's the question?
All the way at the top. In purple.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Let me. All right. Good thing you corrected me, dog. The two viewers would have been confused as hell. We would have got some hate mail. So we're jumping straight into another topic. So this one says, Straight males of Reddit, what's the gayest thing you've ever done? And surprisingly, nearly 16,000 people have commented on this. For some reason, some straight males out there want this person to know the gay shit they've ever done. Well, Hombre Honest, that makes more sense now, that name, has come back with High School Marching Band Trip, 2014. The band is in Wildwood, New Jersey, for an end-of-year trip. The percussion kids decide to all gather in one of the hotel rooms to watch Frozen together. Okay.
What?
Frozen ended up being pay-per-view porn on the TV and a bunch of dudes jerking off together.
Talk about letting it go.
So
Hey, your dad still got it.
They would have used one of those for sure. For sure, man. So he goes, that's not his only response. So that was his first, and then he goes, or in 2016, on the way to MAC championships, a bunch of sax players, me included, were playing a game where the person in the front seat of the bus would have a goldfish cracker in their mouth, and we would have to pass it to the person in the back of the bus by kissing the other person and pushing the goldfish in their mouth. The last person would eat it. Keep in mind, this was the saxophone bus. There aren't any girls in the sax section at my old high school. So, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I mean, that,
Oh, they're comfortable with each other. Good on them,
wow.
I guess.
I don't know, dude. There's less gay shit going on the football bus. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not in my high school. I think some dudes from our varsity probably grew up and take a look back on some of the things they used to do each other.
Oh, I see. Yes.
And they may have been questioning their own sexuality for all these years. Nick Ram, some of these names. Nick Ram 81 commented, I had a dude suck whipped cream off the tip of my penis.
That's pretty gay.
That's up there. I'd say that's a top 3 ranking.
Yes.
In things that are a bit gay for a straight guy.
It's the kinkiness of it too.
This comment under it, this response. Whap whap pussy responded.
What?
Whap whap pussy responded with, the whipped cream is what makes it gay.
Oh, is it now? Okay.
That's hilarious.
I thought it'd be the male-on-male contact, but whipped cream is the deciding factor, apparently.
Big Angry Brit responded with, British military, mid-90s. Imagine 5 drunk, hairy-ass sailors dressed as Spice Girls with huge balloon boobs, pub crawling around a quaint little English village, no underwear under the mini skirts, and offering a free look at the goods for anyone stupid enough to look at them. Hey, you know what? They're just having a fucking great
They're just
time.
having a
That's
guy's night
hilarious.
out.
I would do that.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Shy Guy Sombrero responded, I kissed a dude because I thought I was gay. Okay.
That was it?
That's it.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
What's the gayest thing you've ever done? Try to find out I was gay.
Straight to the point. Good on you. All right.
Oh, that's funny, man.
This one. Ravaged by goats. Some of these screen names, these are great.
They're ridiculous.
Ravaged by goats responded with, I had sex with a guy. Turns out I'm only into anal when it's with a chick. Okay.
Wow.
Listen, Ravaged by Goats, I'd hate to break it to you if you haven't figured it out yet. I would guess, and there's nothing wrong with this, I would guess you're probably leaning toward gay, son.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's if you're willing to go that far.
I mean, if you're going to test, talk about a litmus test to figure out if you're gay. He went all the way. He's like, enough of this, like, maybe I'll kiss a dude and kind of try it out. Nah,
No.
Straight to fucking.
Which is what the first guy did. He went about it sensibly, I guess. It's not ravaged by goats.
Toxic masculinity.
Oh, these fucking people. These males.
Oh, here's a cool one. All right. A Scary Moth posted this question, 12 hours ago. What is your personal encounter with the paranormal? Whether it be ghosts, aliens, sleep paralysis, glitch in the matrix, etc. Okay, good question.
Interesting question, this one.
Oh, let's see here. Malay 2000 posted, 1 week after my great nan passed away, I was 3 at the time, I told my mom that I had seen her in my bed, and she had told me to tell my mother that she was okay now. I don't think I could even comprehend death. So spooky stuff.
That's
pretty deep.
Creepy.
Ooh.
That's creepy, man.
That's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that one bit.
Especially if her grandmother was ugly.
Yeah, and then he'd be like, you're okay, but now I'm scarred for life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could have just stayed in the afterlife, and we would have assumed, yeah, she's gonna be okay, but now I'm fucked.
Yeah. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks for laying in my fucking race car bed, staring at me. For Christ's sake.
Couldn't have met in the living room or something.
Fuck's sake, Nana. With your ugly ass. So Norb DP responded to this question. My wife of 22 years died earlier this year. Well, that's very sad. Sorry to hear that.
Sorry, man.
She was every bit the happy homemaker. Every day after I went to work, and she would make our bed like a soldier in basic training. It had to be just perfect, including the massive pile of throw pillows we had to unload every night and stack on a small couch in our room. During the last few months when she became bedbound, I of course had to take over all of the cleaning duties, which did not include a daily making of the bed. So the pillows remained stacked on the couch for months without moving. The night she died, I was awoken by the sound of a fan in our room being knocked over. I turn on the light, and the pile of throw pillows, which had not moved in months, fell into the floor and knocked over the fan that was about 2 feet away from the couch. I piled them back on the couch and got back in the bed. I checked the time to see how long I had been asleep. It was 2:12 in the morning. My wife, her death was February 12th.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
I mean, that's
shit.
Yeah, what's the chances of that being a coincidence?
That's a tough one.
Very slim, but still.
I mean, the fact that the throw pillows hadn't moved in months.
Yeah.
The whole thing topples over, knocks a fan over at the exact time, 2:12.
Yeah,
the wife was dead on 2:12.
Yep.
Shit.
That's, you never know. Unless they manifest in your bed, then you know. But if it's something like that, you're always going to question it, aren't you?
My mother and stepdad's house in Brisbane. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, it's haunted.
Yep. I'm not going then.
No joke. Now,
what are they still doing there?
Well, it's interesting because whatever it is very just kind of doesn't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you the story. So, Alyssa and I, we were living there at the time. We were in our bedroom. It's at the back of the house. Mm-hmm. My stepdad comes rushing down the hallway, and he knocks on her door. Mm-hmm. And we're just watching TV. And he says, guys, hey, can you just open the door for a second? I just want to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. So I open the door. I'm like, what's up? And he looked frazzled.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, okay, did one of you just like literally 30 seconds ago, did you come down the hallway and walk toward the front door of the house? And we're like, nah, we've literally been laying here for like an hour.
Bro.
And then he knocks on my stepbrother's door.
Mm-hmm.
My stepbrother answers the door. And he's like, was it you? And my stepbrother, he's wearing just gym shorts, no shirt. He had been in bed for like 2 hours. He's playing video games. Like, he hadn't moved.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I haven't left my room. Why? And so what my stepdad proceeds to tell us is that, and also, he was also he was looking at what we were wearing as well. He's looking at what we were wearing.
Okay.
So what he saw, him and my mom were sitting in the lounge room watching TV, and out of the corner of his eye, down the corridor, he sees a male. He thought it was me or my stepbrother Jake.
Right.
He sees a male figure walk down the hallway and turn the corner and goes toward the front door.
Okay.
And this male figure was wearing all white. He said it almost looked like a white T-shirt and white gym shorts and white socks and white sneakers. Like, it was just white.
Really?
Walked down the corridor, turned the corner, went toward the front door, and then, like, that was it.
Okay.
And it freaked him out because he had figured at that point, like, we had been in our rooms. It was late at night.
So, like, where's this person going?
He was just kind of like, what? Like, who is, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. So
cool.
That happened. And then, okay, I'm going to tell you this. This happened to me.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm actually sharing this.
Okay. For everyone.
Yeah. So my mom listens to our podcast, by the way. She finds it very funny.
Good.
She called me the other day.
Did she?
And she said, "Oh, I was listening, and it's really funny. You know, I laugh at that juvenile stuff." And I'm like, "Thanks, Mom." And this is what she says. She goes, she was listening to episode 1, and she goes, "Oh, that one joke about the PP in the suitcase." She said that was really funny. You know what I'm talking about? She said, "Oh, it cracked me up while I was driving."
Oh, good.
She's hilarious. She's got a great sense of humor.
That's good.
But I went into the guest room one day. Okay, I'm not
in the Brisbane house.
In the house.
Okay.
I'm not even fucking with you when I say this. The only people home at this time were Alyssa and I, and we had just got home from, I don't know, I think we had gone to the beach. Well, Alyssa goes straight to like the shower. She's just washing off the salt water and stuff, and so I was putting some things away. Again, no one is home. I walk into the guest room. I'm putting something in the closet.
Yep.
I'm not even fucking kidding.
Bro.
Behind me.
Fuck off, man.
This is what I hear. And it only happens once.
Right.
This is it. It goes, "Hey."
No.
I'm not even fucking with you. Yeah.
And
there's no one in the room. No one.
And
There's
then
no one there.
you turned around, or you didn't turn around?
Of course I turned around.
Because someone was like, "Hey."
Someone went, "Hey." And there's
Hell no, dude.
dude.
It's fucking, I'd still be terrified, but that's quite a gentle approach for a paranormal.
Yeah. So this is the thing. So like my stepdad, when he was talking about how he saw this thing, he explained to us, he's like, I wasn't like spooked.
Right.
I was just confused.
Okay,
I was confused about who's walking down the hallway right now and going like out the going to go out the front door in all white. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's why he came down to ask us, because he had waited a few minutes or something, or like a minute.
Yeah.
He had waited for like the person to come back.
Right.
And no one, and
No one did.
and then he went and looked.
Bro.
And there's just no one around. And he's just like, what in the fuck? And so he just went down the hall. Now, what happened to me, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, happened. It actually think it happened just a few days before that.
Really?
It was either just a few days before or just a few days after. It was a very close window of time.
So that the same thing?
And
same one, perhaps?
something just said, hey.
Bro.
And it's like, all right, dude, like, hey, you know, like,
what?
I mean, cool, you know, look, if you're here to chill, all right.
Yeah. Not even all right. Fuck that.
But
dude. I am out, man. I'm out.
I know, it's weird, dude.
That's super weird.
I don't know.
Some people like that those type of experiences. I'm not one of those people, man. I'm out. The wife's like, oh, well, what if we just bought this house and it was haunted? I go, well, I'm fucking selling it because I'm out.
Yeah,
like,
you're just...
Yeah, and she goes, you'd leave everything? Fuck, yes, I would leave everything, man.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, that's...
Anything I felt was, like, malicious,
yeah,
I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest. Look, if I actually felt like something was present... but was like that, like just like.
Did you feel like something was present?
I only felt something was present when the sound occurred.
Oh,
it was like it's like a blip. It's like hey, and you feel it, and then it's gone.
Right. Okay. That's bizarre,
yeah, dude.
Man. That's
see. Here's the thing. During that time, I decided. Just not to say anything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to freak everyone out in the house.
Yeah, okay.
But we don't live there anymore, so
well, now you know
they
what
can deal with
you're
it.
Dealing with.
I don't know if anything has actually occurred at the house since then. I mean, surely my mother or stepdad would have told me, but
well, now they know that you're talking
no
about
joke,
it, so.
man. It just it was just like, hey, like, what's up, bro? You know?
No.
I feel like if I was going to haunt something,
right,
I would be like pretty chill.
Would you?
Why not? Unless it was someone who really deserved to be fucked with. Like if someone murdered me,
yeah.
I'm coming back with a vengeance. I'm going to make their life miserable.
Just linger over them until they meet their end.
I'd like to come back like the Crow.
Oh.
That'd be
That's
so
a good
badass.
choice.
Hell yeah.
That's a good choice.
That's how I'd like to come back. Just have a crow resurrect me and point me in the direction of some face makeup and some fucking weaponry.
Yeah.
And then just guide me to like the group of people who are responsible for my death.
That'd be pretty full on.
You tell Fun Boy and the rest of the gang that death is coming for them tonight.
Okay.
It can't rain all the time. Oh, brother.
Fun stuff, bro.
Yeah, man. Folks, we are on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So,
yes,
we appreciate the absolute shit out of you tuning into this experimental thing we're doing.
Yep.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
That'd be fantastic.
Hit the subscribe button. Please do it. We really appreciate it. Hit the like button.
Leave a fucking comment.
Leave a comment.
I'd love to see a comment.
Hit the notification bell, man. I mean, just like know when we post things.
Yeah.
You get a notification on your phone.
Yeah.
On Spotify, you can follow us, so do it.
Do that. Why not?
And then we're on Apple Podcasts, so you can do your direct downloads there, whatever you want. Get it into your iTunes. I think we'll be on Stitcher pretty soon. I don't even know anyone who uses Stitcher, but apparently millions of people use it. So okay, Stitcher it is.
Why
Let's
not?
do it.
Just because we haven't heard of it doesn't mean it's not.
Who
popping.
the fuck are we? Huh?
Who's this guy?
Who's this
Who's
guy?
This fucking guy.
Fucking Cookie Monster.
You eat your fucking cookie. I don't know what accent I'm doing there. I'm just.
Oh, just some foreigner.
Just some goddamn. I don't even know.
Just some guy.
Just Just some dude. This is
just taking her jabs.
This is Negro and Caucasian mixed. What you get right here. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, shit.
I've identified it.
You're like a walking example of affirmative action.
Yes. That's right.
You are your own affirmative action.
Dude, 100%. And I love talking about it because not too many people can.
That's right. Folks, that was fun.
It was fun.
Always is. We'll catch you next week. New episodes get uploaded every Monday.
Boom.
Enjoy the football. Ooh, big games.
Big games.
Coming right up.
Huge games. Get into it.
And maybe you're listening to this after the football. So quick predictions. Ravens are going to win. Bills are going to win. Titans are going to win.
Oh, Titans.
Yeah, Titans are going to win for sure. Browns are going to win against the Steelers. Only because, well,
why?
First of all, the Steelers are so fucking overrated. I can't even.
They are.
They're the trashiest winning team I've ever seen. They're also not starting Roethlisberger. They don't need to. They're in the playoffs. They're throwing in what's his face?
So is Cleveland going to use their running backs this game? Is that why they're going to win?
Because Chubb's playing. Dude.
Yeah, well, they didn't use running backs last game.
They'll win. Redskins. I can't even say that anymore.
Oh, there goes the podcast.
Don't cancel us. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
The Washington football team.
There you go.
I think they'll win, especially if Alex Smith starts.
Yeah, he's been balling out.
They are a win and in situation, just like my Ravens. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of predictions there for you.
Yeah, right.
Packers will win. Saints will win.
Rodgers, man, he's just too good.
Yeah,
he's too good.
So there you go.
See how many of you get it right.
That's right, baby.
All
right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Yes, indeed. Peace out.